Imagine if wearing the wrong clothes could make you a criminal. A cup of coffee could result in the death penalty. Letting your pigs wander the streets? That could cost you a fine. Throughout history, rulers have passed laws so bizarre they defy belief today. Some were about control, others about fear, and some were just plain ridiculous. From medieval bans on sports to death sentences for sipping coffee, here are the top 10 most bizarre historical laws you won't believe. Which one will shock you the most? Let's count down. Number 10. Hog reeves and pig laws. Colonial New England. In early American towns, livestock lived right alongside people. To keep order, communities elected officials called hog reeves. Their job? Police the pigs. By law, owners had to wring their pigs' noses or yoke them. Any swine found running loose could bring a fine. It was an everyday nuisance turned into a strange but very real job. Imagine telling people your official title was hog reeve. Number 9. Roman mourning restrictions. Even grief was regulated in ancient Rome. After the disaster at Tignon in 216 BCE, the Senate set limits on mourning. Too much sorrow, they feared, would weaken morale. Later laws like the Lex Appia also cracked down on luxury and adornment. Women couldn't wear too much gold. They couldn't ride in certain carriages or display wealth openly. In Rome, even your grief and your wardrobe was subject to the state. Number 8. The Cloth Act. England, 1337. King Edward III wanted to protect England's wool trade, so he passed the Cloth Act. Everyone, from nobles to peasants, was required to wear English-made cloth. Imported fabrics? Illegal. Break the rule and you faced fines or confiscation. It was protectionism by wardrobe. Imagine being punished for wearing a foreign coat. Number 7. Statute concerning diet and apparel. England, 1363. Edward III wasn't finished. 2 decades later, he passed a statute that dictated both food and clothing. Silk, velvet, and ermine were reserved for nobles. Commoners were limited to wool and cheap furs. Even feasting was regulated for the lower classes. It was social control disguised as fashion law. Your dinner, your closet, both under the watchful eye of the king. Number 6. Women banned from wearing pants. 19th to 20th century, USA. For centuries, trousers were seen as strictly men's clothing. Cities like San Francisco in 1863 and Chicago in 1851 outlawed cross-dressing. For women, that meant pants were off-limits. Violators could be fined. Some were even arrested. Shockingly, these ordinances lingered into the 20th century. And in the U.S. Senate, women weren't officially allowed to wear pants until 1993. Yes, 1993. Number 5. Tignon Law. Louisiana, 1786. In Spanish Louisiana, Governor Esteban Miro issued the Tignon Law. It forced black women, both free and enslaved, to cover their hair in public. The goal was to mark them as lesser, to restrict beauty, to strip away symbols of status. But women resisted in style. They created elaborate, colorful head wraps that turned oppression into identity. A law meant to diminish ended up empowering. Number 4. Ban on Christmas festivities. England, 1640s. Puritan-led Parliament decided Christmas was too decadent, so they outlawed it. Churches were ordered to stay open for work, not worship. Carols were suppressed. Feasting was banned. Contrary to popular myth, mince pies weren't singled out. But since Christmas itself was abolished, they disappeared with the holiday. It was a law that tried to erase Christmas from the calendar. Number 3. Scottish ban on football and golf. 1457. King James II of Scotland wasn't a fan of games. He believed they distracted men from archery practice, a vital military skill. So, in 1457, Parliament banned both football and golf. Later, kings renewed the ban several times. Sports were outlawed in the name of national defense. Imagine being branded a criminal for kicking a ball or swinging a club. Number 2. Beard tax. Russia, 1698. Peter the Great wanted Russia to modernize. To him, that meant shaving like Western Europeans. So he imposed a beard tax. Men who wanted to keep their beards had to pay and carry a token as proof. No token? You were fined on the spot. It was modernization by razor. Your face became taxable property. Number 1. Ottoman crackdown on coffee houses, 1630s. For many, coffee is life, but in the Ottoman Empire, it could mean death. Sultan Murad IV banned coffee houses, suspicious of them as hotbeds of political dissent. The punishments were brutal, including execution. He was said to walk the streets in disguise, personally enforcing the ban. Your morning cup could be your last. From roaming pigs to forbidden coffee, these laws reveal just how strange and strict whole life could be under the rules of the past. Which of these laws shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this countdown, please consider liking the video and subscribing to History Digest. More strange, epic, and forgotten history is on the way.